Right, so here we go again. I am remover in there again. Removals. I had an idea to put this here because I've got no drawers for the kitchen. I know it's got my clothes in at the moment, but obviously that can be adapted later. And this allows me to have a desk space in this area, and I have another chair coming that hopefully will fit, a nice comfy old like nursing chair that will fit in there, because at the moment I'm really struggling now. This desk is lowered to get my wicker chairs and my legs underneath and have space to turn and everything around. So I think this may be like a storage chest of drawers sort of thing at the moment. The off-cut bits of ply do fit in this space here. That's not wedged, that's just wedged in, it's not staying in at the moment. And I found a couple of off-cuts of batten that I can use. So that will be sorted to get some insulation upon there at some point. The wicker chairs are just underneath here at the moment. Fortunately, fit underneath the boxes. As you can see, I put all 4 boxes along here at the moment, just chuck junking, because I'm just throwing things around at the moment and sort of brainstorming how to do this. So let's see what space I got, because obviously I want to have like a walkway in and a shop counter and things like this here, which now I want to have removable and have like living space otherwise. So I may have, you see, I've used the 2 boxes that are in there, the heavy duty boxes, I can make into cupboards, because these are now on their side, and I can probably make those lids into doors on the front for storage. Nice solid storage. You can see gas bottles and things in there. These 2 chairs might disappear and have some other sort of shop storage like boxes like that in there, but nobody can see down there. So I like the idea of a seating, but obviously the head's bang on that bit there, so I may actually have more shelves going down in line with that, but then have a seat in front of this. I have no idea what this space is happening at the moment. Obviously I want to have the doorway coming in, and maybe have a drop down countertop, I don't know. Maybe I'll have the countertop coming off here, so I'm sat that side now with that desk and my loos there, and people can come in here, and this can be a bed settee as it was originally planned to be. So I've got a bed settee, therapy couch, I can sit and talk to them and everything as well. Regarding the cat space here, I'll just open the window, make some sweating here. As you can see, I put this temporary out, see how far it could come. I'm now thinking, rather than try to dismantle all this, I can get the insulation in the back, just to build it like in kit form. So basically build my oblong cat shelf here and fit it to whatever is here at the moment, put my leg panel down, put my board on, and basically do it in bits and in kit form, because obviously with the weather it's going to be very difficult to get all this out and start again. So I'm trying to work things around and actually build on what is there already. Obviously these bits can be undone and straightened up, but this one's going to stay. See, I've put on my diesel heater panel there. It's not kitted out yet. Boxes come off and I've moved this one over, so cats still have a platform to jump up, but obviously when the roof comes to here, that could be removed or just be a storage shelf or something. As you see, I just got a mess. I'm just brainstorming. I just had to make some space and get things out ready for this chair to come, and obviously it looked a bit awkward having 2 desks there. So I love the fact that I can sit at this desk. This desk fits my knees perfectly. The cats like to sit with me when I'm working. I've got daylight here. I obviously can sort of sit and actually then have the cat shut in that area and me sitting here as well with the door open and everything. So I'm going to try this. At the moment when the chair comes, I'm hoping it fit under this one or fit under that one, or sit and be a cosy chair in the bottom, and from there I can decide what I'm doing. I've no idea what it looks like yet, but I've also got a little stool coming that might fit under there to sit at that desk. But yeah, I didn't intend to throw things around today, but I'm doing it. I'm just going to also turn my bed around so my head's back at this side again, because like I say, if I do box that end off or put that board off, I want to have the TV on that wall, so I want to learn to try and find some contraption. The ply board here is lovely because I actually bent my iPad over the top of it so I could sit in bed, but I was at right angle to it, so I can do the same sort of thing and have some sort of ply that my iPad sits over the top of it. I can watch TV in bed that way until I can afford a TV. I'm going to still carry on like panel it, but have a bit over where I can put things over. The rain's also been getting in down here. We've got nice little puddles under there, but we know about that. That's not an issue. We'll sort that out later. I had a little bit of condensation drip off here, but no leaks. I haven't checked the bedding up there actually yet, but obviously I can look at that when I get up there. I obviously want to put the polystyrene back up and put the hardboard over this and insulate that before I build this. So I'm just going to sit down and write a to-do list and an order list of things I've got to do. I love these wicker chairs, and these are ideal for the veranda, to sit out on the veranda, because obviously, you know, these, like, I met the rain and everything. So obviously if I can do something that these stay, that'd be really good, because these two can actually turn around this way, or one can turn around that way and I can turn around that way to sit at semi-installed readings and everything. But like I say, I mean, things can be I'm not selling them, things will be put in the back in the bungalow whilst I'm building things and seeing what to do. But obviously that's a nice little space to put some stock on. That's on top. Obviously I'm going to have the cats love sitting on that and looking at the window, so that works really well. So that might be a good enough windowsill for them. I can just insulate over and cover those bits that are still stuck on there, and have like an insulated window they can still look at, and have some bits up there. And you know, it's just, I don't know what I'm doing yet. But yeah, that bit of insulation on that wall will help a lot. Because I've been shutting this door in the middle, and this side's been keeping quite warm. Obviously I've got to insulate. That's another bit of the cut off ply, so I can obviously cut that to shape and fit in there, because that'd be clad across there. I obviously want to do the nice softwood cladding on that back of the bed, and also hopefully up on that wall there. And that may just be a couple of packs that I can afford one day. But yeah, I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I mean, this desk would have been lovely in here. But obviously I've got to have the cat wheel in there. So this little one, I was hoping it would sit. I've screwed this to the wall and screwed it to the desk, because it's not going to move. So that's another way of keeping that wheel up. The wheel can be lifted up and out if need be. And also the little hole that I made to wedge that wheel in, the other side of the table leg sits in. Cats can still get in and out underneath. Obviously all this can be done and still be taken down and sorted later. And this is the area that I obviously need insulating as well, just to stop the condensation drips, and that's not too difficult, I don't think, to do once I've got time and the things to do that. We'll see how much insulation I've got left, but obviously the sheets of insulation at like £10-13, just normal polystyrene will work well up there, but then with a bit of bubble wrap and then a bit of board on top of that again, that would make a heck of a difference up there as well. Like I said, I can't take all this down, it's all coming off, all this carpet is wet, damp and everything, but all the leaks on the outside have got to be patched first. There's no point me messing about with this yet until the outside's all patched, and when it's all been patched and painted, then we can obviously tear this down and work on this. But this is too big a job to start tearing down now. It would do. But as you see, I'm just moving things around. It is chaos in here. I tend to do this, went to make myself a drink with the kettle and ended up tearing the whole place apart. But we'll see how things go. Things will keep changing until we get to the right way. But I think this looks quite nice actually. It makes it more of a kitchen. And obviously I've got some foundation now just to carry on building that wall up to have my kitchen shelves and that I wanted on there as well, which would look nice, you know, or even grab shelves, you know. But this is supposed to be the kitchen, and also I've now got my spare table to workstation to work at for the kitchen, which does make a huge difference. So I've messed a bit with all this now, and like I say, I still have room for a chair there, and I can turn that around and sit on that when I'm cooking, and there's still space for that, or even push it against that wall, and there's still room for little trays and things in here if need be. So yeah, I like that. That's working well. We'll now live with this and see how this works and see what the cats think of it, and go from there. Well, this is nice and working really, really well. I'm sitting at the desk in my wicker chair. The new little chair is a bit small, so I'm going to sell that on. Plenty of room in there for me to do some building, but I've just got tied up because my little love bags and my little red bags are here, so I've got to fill all my little bags for the sage. And get ready for some little gift bags I'm going to be making up. Dearie me, so it's going to take forever, but nice to just test out the desk. Mischief and Spirit have been in and out like crazy, really enjoying themselves. I'm really happy, coming back with some forwards, and the rain sort of on and off, but you know, we have dry patches, but I had to wait in for my delivery, and I want to get on with this now rather than go off walking. My knee keeps giving way, so I don't want to do any walking today and risk ruining that anymore. But I just thought I'd show this, and the desk is in use, and obviously I'm closer here to the electric cable as well, so that makes it easier rather than cables being dragged through the van. So I've still got more tidying up to do in there, but we'll do it later. But it is nice to actually have the bed open like that, like the bed settee. So I will rethink this shop counter thing and see if I can work it out a different way. rather than boxing myself in and making the most of this. So I'm busy on the production line this morning, as I have been the last couple of days. I've got some beautiful little sacred red organza bags, which I'm filling with Californian white sage. Make these little bags, which are going in my special little bags of love, hugs and healing, which I'm going to be selling, which look like this. They're nice little Hessian bags with a heart on. And inside, I'll show you later, but I'll put a picture in later of what they got in them. But basically, they have a little bear for hugs, and the bag of sage is for healing. There'll be a rose quartz necklace crystal, which will be for unconditional love. A little wooden heart with love written on it, and a beautiful little card with instructions and little sentiment that can be personalised on the back. A message can be written on the back from who it's from. There's some of the bears actually. They're little bears with love around their neck and all ribbon with love said on it. So I'm obviously putting my intention into all this. The sage is coming out of a heart-shaped tin. The crystals are all going to be energised up and sapped with wildcat energy. Not just, obviously most people do Reiki charged. Well, the wildcat energy will be added to that as well. And it's a nice little gift that can be posted off, and like I say, and also sold from the lorry when I'm out, got my store going and everything. So like I say, I'm just going to be very busy packing up all this sage today. I'm also painting the drums, as well as trying to sort of plan the build. But no, it's just something that I'll advertise later. But it's but also the nice gifts for to support mental health and van lifers who need a little gift sent to them from somebody. Let them know people are thinking of them, because I can obviously post them direct to people as well. So it can be birthday presents, thank you gifts, anniversary presents, just a bit of everything, anything and everything. These little bags would be for. Lovely little gift to be posted off about, so 5-6 inches tall by about 3 wide. I'd have to measure that actually. And they get posted off in a nice grey waterproof envelope, and it can either go to you to give to write on your own card yourself, or like I say, I can post off to people direct. They're also nice little anonymous things. Obviously it's got my brand name on it, to send off to people. Just, I say, van lifers especially, anybody with mental health issues, anybody in hospital even who's feeling low and blue, and have a nice little gift given to them. But this is going to be my contribution to send all that love, healing and everything to the world. And hopefully along the way we'll get a couple of pound to donate to me and the cats as well from it. I'm not making much on them at all. It's just, you know, my little contribution, and it's about what I'm about. And obviously, you know, a little bit shamanic, a little bit spiritual, and very much full of unconditional love.